Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, sure. Hey man, we got time. You talking to shit.
Of all the actors, and it's not just black actors.
Yeah,
I mean, of all the comedians.
And
not just black comedians.
Sure.
Name 3 comedians
Mm-hmm.
who you think have made the successful move into acting. And I mean like almost to the point where they're more considered an actor now as opposed to a comedian.
Can they be comedic actors?
No, I want to think like a comedian. So somebody who actually was a stand-up comedian.
And now they're an actor.
They're an actor.
There's usually humor in his roles. And certainly, you know, so you think about something like Ant-Man. But I think Paul Rudd's done interesting work.
Was he a comedian?
I mean, I'm sorry. You said comedian, so not a comedic actor.
Right.
Okay, so comedian, actual.
I'll tell you the one that I'm thinking of.
Who are you thinking of?
My number one, who I am very surprised, but I think has developed into an excellent actor.
I'll say Mike Epps before you say something. Like, I like Mike Epps as an actor. I mean, obviously he's
we've actually said we prefer him.
Yeah, I actually like him,
and that's not even who I was going to say, but that's a good one.
Who?
That's a very good one. I was going to say Ray Romano.
Yeah,
Ray Romano. It's like I find more like when I watch him act.
Mm-hmm.
He digs into a scene.
I love Ray Romano.
He's totally believable.
I almost like. I'm happy he made so much. Everybody Loves Raymond money. But I almost wish he hadn't made as much money so that he'd work more.
Well, I like that he can now be choosy.
Yeah, but he's so choosy, he doesn't do anything.
No, he works.
I mean, once every 5 years or so? It's like a cicada.
No, I mean, like, unfortunately, some of these things hasn't gone because he did that show with Men of a Certain Age.
Right. I thought you were talking about movies.
But he also has done movies.
You know, I'm easily one of the biggest Men of a Certain Age fans on earth.
Yeah. So
I quote it all the time. Like every time I listen to Jazz, there's a moment on there when because it's him, it's Scott Bakula, and of course it's the dearly departed Andre Brower.
I was going to say Andre Harrell.
And at one point, Andre Brower listens to jazz. And Ray Romano's character teases him and goes, "Ooh, look at me. I'm so fancy. I listen to jazz." I say that all the time. Like, "Ooh, I'm being fancy. I listen to jazz."
I think that every time I get in your car.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, you should do that because it'll make me think of Men of a Certain Age.
But no, he did that.
But I think he's great. Yeah.
He did that. He did the HBO show Vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
He was on that.
Mm-hmm.
He was in The Irishman. He's one of the best things in The Irishman, the Martin Scorsese movie. Like he actually was. There was a short-lived. They made a series of Get Shorty, and
he was
excellent.
He was
excellent in that.
Yeah. That's a good one. I mean, of course, Bob Odenkirk.
Yeah, that's a good one. I hadn't thought about him.
I actually forget sometimes he's funny.
That's true, especially if you've seen Nobody. If you ever saw that movie, there's a second one coming out.
Look, how you make a sequel to Breaking Bad that's as good as Breaking Bad?
Better Call Saul.
Yeah. So Bob Odenkirk, of course, we've talked about it before, and I know he's going to be in this movie coming out. I love when Marlon Wayans acts.
Yeah, and that's a good one. It's just that Marlon Wayans, I always consider him more of an actor first.
You never consider him a stand-up.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah. But we've named 3 because Mike Epps is definitely a good one.
Yeah,
and Bob Odenkirk, I had forgotten about him, and Ray Romano.
Yeah. So
Cedric Entertainer's not on that.
Look. Again, everybody does not have to be everything.
They don't.
And this is a bad fit.
And he's found his fit in the neighborhood.
Right. And look, I think Cedric the Entertainer has has always had a lane. Like I think there's room. Like, I think he's funnier than Cedric the Entertainer, but I think Sinbad, I kind of put Sinbad in this slot. Like, there are comedians
Wow,
that you like.
That's a take.
Like,
Sinbad is funnier than Cedric?
I think he's funnier, but I don't think Sinbad was that funny.
Okay.
Is that funny? I just like him. Like, I like him. Like, there's some people, like, I don't. Like, I don't think I like Dave Chappelle. Like, I don't think I would like to go anywhere with him. Like, I wouldn't want to hang out with him.
Like the man.
The
Dave
man.
Chappelle.
Like, oh, Dave is going to be here. It's like, maybe I'll skip it. But he's so talented. Like, I don't have to like him. There are some people you just kind of like. It's like, Cedric's fine. Like, I always think about Cedric's part in The Kings of Comedy, where it's like,
it's kind of like,
it's like, oh, yeah,
it's what you got to deal with to get to the rest of the show.
No, not what I have to deal with.
Yeah.
It's pleasant.
It's okay. It's pleasant. It's pleasant.
I like him. I like this guy.
No, I like him.
All right, you got a whole bit about parking a spaceship. Sure, why not?
Yeah, but he stole it.
Oh.
That's the joke he stole from Cam.
Okay, look. Yes, he did.
I mean,
the different.
You're talking about the.
I know.
You're quoting the one part that he stole.
Right. You know, the difference between I wish and I hope. Like, it was like, all right, fine.
All right.
You know, grown men shouldn't have nicknames. Like, they're pleasant enough. It's like,
what do you mean? Grown men shouldn't have nicknames?
Remember, that was one of his jokes. Like, you shouldn't, like, I'm not going.
I don't. You remember a Cedric the Entertainer joke?
I think the original Kings of Comedy is a great comedy film that I've watched many times. So I know the dynamic of the different comedians.
I fast forward to Bernie.
And again, well, Bernie's the closer.
And that's where
Bernie's
I go.
the closer.
That's
like
exactly where I go.
Like, to be clear, I think I would go out for a drink with Bernie Mac, but I also know, like, Bernie Mac is somebody I'm going to have a drink with and just sort of like he seemed like somebody that thinks could go left.
Really?
Yeah, like you might say something and he takes it the wrong way, or you have a slip of the tongue, or like you know, somebody like you know, like it's something.
Okay. I don't see him that way.
Right. Like, you can tell some people I drop my guard with completely. Some people I don't. Like, it's some people.
Now, D.L. Hughley, I see that way.
D.L. Hughley, same way.
I see D.L. Hughley that way.
D.L. Hughley, same way. Like, this a dude, kind of an interesting dude. Seemed like this going to be an interesting time, but, you know, have a drink, nurse it, and sort of sit there with him, and y'all, you know, you have your little stuff cut out at an appropriate time. Cedric, hey, you know, go get the Scrabble board. Like, you can play Scrabble with Cedric the Entertainer.
I like Scrabble.
I think Cedric the Entertainer would be a wonderful person to spend 2 hours playing Scrabble with.
I could do that.
See, that's his lane, and it's nothing wrong with that.